I had to take a bit of a creative approach to get here. We never could have done this with more than one rover. And down we go! Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer episode 40, where things are really coming along. We've finally activated the core to tying this gateway to the core here of Calidor, so now we are connected to the warp network to be able to go back to Silva or De Solo. Last episode we painted our base up really nice and demonstrated how the terrain analyzer and inhibitor mod work together. And I think one of the things we should do over here is run right over here and grab some of this ammonium before we settle on our way. And let's get the wide mod activated, please, and thank you. Alright. This will keep our hydrazine production doing well. But the next step, because we care about unlocking the colors in the suits, because we are trying to complete these things, is we need a large printer. So, we've 3 compound will accomplish that. We'll get that going. And we're going to continue crunching this hydrazine. Container, compound. We have very, very limited storage over here. There you go. Just look at that hydrazine. It's good stuff. Alright, and we will rock out our large printer here. Boom. Oh no, what have I done? Waste of compound. Oh, if you were looking at the screen like, Thranxes, you already had a large printer. Oh, you're not alone. I realized the very same. That's okay. We know how to get rid of this stuff now. All you gotta do is slap a little dynamite on it, and it's done. So, let's go ahead. We'll process some more organic into carbon. Make sure we have plenty of explosive powder at our disposal. More than anything, though, I really want to get some resin squared away so we can get our storage going. And then for this, what I would like to do is, let's just grab this medium storage here. And we'll take that scrap, and actually we'll store the scrap sort of over here, because organizing inventory can be helpful. Why not? And then the other thing we need is the rubber. 3, 4, oops. Rubber. I don't think we're going to need to make a massive large... Oh, well, wait a second. Solar array. Then we need batteries. So we need at least one large rover, we know that. But do we need more than one? We might not. We might not need more than one large rover. We know for a fact that 3 RTGs are enough to open the gateways. We could easily fit 3 RTGs on one rover, especially if we used a large storage module. I suppose the bigger question becomes, are we going to want to do anything along the way, like gather resources or scrap salvage? So the resources that we would find on the surface would be wolframite, and we sort of have enough tungsten to not have to worry about that. We could gather some malachite, and no, but we're not going to be taking it down into the caves. Seems like bringing a shredder with us and storage to store the crap, or the scrap, the scrap that we find. Oh, Freudian slip there. It's all just crap metal. No, it's scrap metal, and it does have value. I think there is benefit to doing that, but we're quickly getting to where we have a lot of scrap and we're simply not using it because we've been managing our resources actually fairly well. Look at that malachite there. Wolframite, malachite, I mean, there's everything we could want here. Oh! Oh! I should have known to be careful there. Okay, well, we're going to do this one in reverse, then. Because we made a boo-boo. No, let's teleport to the bottom and then climb up, because we only needed to go a little bit of the way up from the bottom. Oh, don't confuse me now. Let me see where my tethers are at. As we all know, tethers are super important when you're going down into the core. Prior to losing all situational awareness and experiencing vertigo to the point where you have no idea how to escape, you want to make sure that you have your path outlined so you know how to get out. Could bring some packagers down here and package up some of this research and whatnot, but our research, we're currently at 10,000 bytes, and there's really no need to go any higher than that. I mean, at this point, we might just start researching everything just to research it, just to see what happens when you do knock out every research. Maybe that unlocks something as well. Ooh, that's a valid point, actually. Just going to start looking at everything and seeing what needs to be researched. Okay. Drill mod. Fireworks. Alright. Splitter. Oh, okay. I don't know if we'll ever use that, but... Okay, so we've run out of bytes. We do need more research to research everything. That's a fair point. Okay, so we do need to keep the research moving on occasion. Although we could, if we were so inclined, just ratchet up this astronium gathering and get ourselves, 10,000 bytes and then max it all out. But we'll have plenty of time to gather research as we go. I'm not inclined to complete anything all at once with grinding ad nauseum. That's not how I like to do business. Anyone that's been watching my channel a little bit can surely appreciate that that's not generally how I do things. Oh, come on. Give me these mods. Come on. Oh. How about we just zoom the camera out a little bit, Thranxes? Yeah, that'll work, sure. Okay, so light on the back. We'll put this here. Portable oxygenator there. Yep. Boost on top, then the wide mod, then the drill mod. Okay. Now back to where we were. With the incredibly slow falling gravity. And the main reason we came down here, although at this point I think it would have been faster to do it the other way. The way I came down here is because there is a massive plateau down here, chock full of clay. Look at that, right there. And I wanted to get some clay, and I figured there was no sense doing it a different way when we could just come down here and do this. Oh, if I was smart, I would have brought my terrain analyzer. Could have knocked out two birds with one stone. I do want to get some of this deep, deep red color for my terrain analyzer. Actually, there's two different shades of red. You got like this pinkish, almost, well, it's hard to tell in the light. Yeah, so you've got like a classic red, like fire engine red, and then you've got like this crimson, right? Like this blood red. I like it. It's very neat. I think that's also part of the thing that you could do if you were playing this game to go super, super end game after you had, you know, knocked out all of the different completionist items in the game and you were just building to build. You would have like a color palette of like all the different colors and terrains that you had sampled across all the different planets, and you would then use like your alignment mod, you know, to make structures. And I have some ideas with how that stuff would look, and we might do a little bit of that as we continue. But I don't want to focus on it just yet. I don't think we're quite there yet. We have a lot of resources, especially when you consider how many RTGs we have on hand. But we're not just we're not mega rich in the end game yet. Maybe actually, I don't know. We're what do you think in the comments? Feel free to let me know. Do you think we're at the point where we can start getting more decorative? Should we just keep kind of pressing through the objectives? I want to take the time to do little things like this, but there's always opportunities to do more sometimes. So now we have a large rover. So if we take one large rover, that means, let's think through this. If we take one large rover, that means we put on 3 RTGs, 1 seat, the drill on the front with a light, and then that's that. So the pro would be that we could just drive around without carrying a trailer behind. Well, we know we need at least 1 rover, so let's go ahead. We'll turn this thing on, unpack it. Get a look at what it's going to look like here. So we'll start putting our clay on here. Yep. Take some of this carbon over here. We'll start making some of these explosive powders. We don't have any sulfur. I'll fix that. Might as well make a few more. We went through all this trouble. I kind of like that they required explosive powder for the portal here, because otherwise you might have never made one. You might have just been like, what do I need this nonsense for? Alright, so we got a large storage going. We've got the medium storage on everything we want, actually. I'll go ahead and put these back for now. And all of our soil containers are full, so let's go ahead and we'll empty these. Okay, so the large storage will go on back. So let's look at what we have available here. We're going to need, here, you go to something else. That way you're not all in the way. So let's see, we've got 1 RTG, 1 drill, 2 more RTGs. I don't think we're going to leave all 3 of them here. In fact, I dare say we can leave some of these packed up still. I think if the base was to go down to 1 RTG, it would not be that big of a deal. So let's start seeing what this looks like here. There. And we know we need a 3rd. So we would put the 3rd here, right? Maybe storage there on the other one. work light on the front. Here, let's get a work light on the front, right? And a drill. So now what we need is... What do we need? We need a seat. We need a rover seat. So let's look at that. 2 compound. We will need some extenders to go with us because well, extenders just make sense because we're going to be looking at, you know, potentially... we're going to be potentially needing to pull up our vehicle and connect to gateways that... Really? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? How peculiar. Oh, that's fine, I suppose. 1 pack of extenders should be fine. So in theory, this is really all we need. As far as chasing gateways goes, this is it. This is the sleekest, most efficient way to do it. We could probably bring another medium storage and some graphite, and we would be covered. Maybe some soil containers, some soil canisters to gather up soil, another medium storage here. We would not really be able to gather up scrap. But we're not really using the scrap that much either. Okay, so we are in fact, we're going to go ahead and go like this. So then all we'll need to bring is another medium storage and some packagers and maybe another work light, and then we'll be good to go. So, there's my medium storage. Let's go ahead and let's see. So the canisters of soil, I do want to bring those. So we'll take the graphite and then... I know there's a good bit of malachite underground. It's so dark at night to be running around with just one work light. I'm not a big fan of that. Right here. Right there. It's a lot of hydrogen, sulfur. Just keep making the graphite, and then what we'll do, I think we'll put the extenders on our person. We'll keep 4 canisters here, right? Actually, this canister will stay on us. This extender will go over here. So that's 2 more. That'll give us 6. Okay, so we'll need a little more graphite and a little bit more malachite. I think what we can do is we can leave the battery and the soil canister behind. And rather than teleport down to the bottom and climb our way back up, I think what we will do is we will, in fact, slide down our little power slide here. We'll grab some malachite, then we'll grab some of the graphite towards the end. Boop. No, easy does it. Whee! That's right. Hang loose. Just don't hurt yourself. Alright, so somewhere along the road here was a large malachite deposit near one of these ramps. I could have sworn. Maybe we already harvested that. Seems like then we'd have a lot of copper back at the base, and I don't think we have that copper, so it's probably here. Aha, yes, there it is. This is what we need. So we'll get some more work lights with this. Okay, I don't think we need that much. Good night. 4 will be plenty, thank you. And if we just slide down... Nope. No, no. Oh! We know that's dangerous. We do. Okay, okay, okay. Stop it. Now, there is some graphite there and there. Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah, look at that graphite deposit. Another one? Another one. Look at that. 4 malachite, 4 graphite, and then we just keep on pushing down to the core. Oh, oh, do you see that? Oh, look how close we were to an obelisk over here. And there's a lot of clay. So it looks like down here in this core, the core of Calidor, there's a lot of quartz, graphite, and clay. That's pretty different from what we saw on Silva or even De Solo's core. Although, to be fair, we did not get to look around the outer core of De Solo very long. Or maybe the outer core, but not the inner core. Not the core where the obelisks actually poke through, where the Astronium is. Well, we've got the things we need, so let's start manufacturing our packagers, because I know we're going to need those. So we'll just start making them now. And every packager that we bring with us is going to be a large piece of scrap that we will be able to bring back. Hopefully going for the real big jackpot items like the drop pods or the solar panels. I think the medium generator is not too bad. The things we do for a spacesuit. Alright, let's put our malachite over here on the smelter. And then we'll grab 2 of these and 2 of these, and we'll keep making our packagers. Grab this medium storage there. Look at that, 8 packagers. Well, I don't know what I was... Earlier I was talking about how important graphite was, but apparently you just have to go down to the core of Calidor or spend some time grinding soil, and then all of those worries go away. I don't like grinding the soil out, though. I don't mind doing it when it's the more efficient option, like getting 8 resin or 8 compound without having to wander far away from your base. But I generally don't like doing it any other time. So there's our 4, so now we carry 4. We have a work light, our oxygenator, portable power, all 3 of the mods we're going to need, a pack of extenders, 4 RTGs, 4 canisters. Let's get 1 more canister here. Okay. 4 canisters to fill up soil with the drill, 4 empty spots to hold onto the items that we drill up, and boom, boom, we're ready to go. Okay, and this doesn't need to look green because it's not grass, it's our road, right? It's our nice ramp. Oh no, stop! Oh, what are you doing to me? It's our nice ramped road for our rover, just like that. And these plants can go the heck away. Spine lily seed. I think we're supposed to plant these? I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding why you would plant them. Except maybe that they look cool? I don't know. In any event, we have our rover, we have our setup, and without dragging a bunch of other rovers behind us, this should be a fairly easy drive. So let's begin by heading the obvious route, which would be north. So we will travel to the North Pole from here by just heading north, which is conveniently in a straight line from our ramp that we're taking off from. And we'll keep the drill going. Okay, hold on, guys. First of all, don't try to go down into that cave. Put your e-brake on. Oh my goodness. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? This isn't a drop pod. It's not selectable for scrap. It's like a little satellite. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just going to leave it be, though. It's kind of cool. It's right next to the base. We can always come back and check it out later, but let's stay on task. Oh no, don't fall in there. Oh, but it's easy to get out when you only have to worry about your own vehicle. That's right. Let's drive straight. I love it. We're just gonna cull paths, flatten terrain out. Just carve right through mountains. Oh, whoa, look at this biome. These little mesa plateau items. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Halt. Oh, wow, that's a mountain over there. Okay, hold on. Let's assess. It looks like the easiest way is going to be to bridge across. Whoa, that's a drop. And look, it's some of that red terrain up here on the surface. And these plants. Ugh. See, now I'm glad we are exploring this planet, because there's a lot more to it than just the little area we started in. This is pretty neat. These little generated biomes. Okay. I think our best bet is going to be to go around. So let's cut around. So we go this way. It's a lot easier to manipulate our vehicle over all these twists and turns than we're used to. Oh, hold up. No, hold on. I want to get this thing. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, that's taken care of. And we're full on soil and gonna start gathering more supplies on our front storage. I don't know if we need that organic and resin, though. Let's take a look at this. Got clay. There's a broken solar panel. It's not the greatest thing. What is this? Oh, a door. Interesting. Not what I'm looking for, though. See, a busted habitat. How great would it be to salvage something like that? That would be a ton of... Okay, this is generally good scrap here. I just don't want to waste our packagers. I think that's the same as this one, isn't it? It is. These are generally decent scrap. It's okay. We'll... You know what? Let's just grab the other one. We might as well, right? Like, worst case scenario is we change our mind, we have to find some graphite kind of out in the wild, and then we just unpackage it, get rid of it, and package another one. I'm not that worried about it. What I would like to do, though, is to continue heading north. Oh, there it is. We can see it. That must be the North Pole over there. Again, look at these resin fields. Wow. The resin fields on this planet are so intense. Oh, look. Research. That is good research. It feels wasteful to leave it when we have all these packagers, right? That's why we brought them. So we've got a big piece of satellite scrap here. Let's see what's on board this thing. Okay, well, hold on, let's not freak out here. Oh, easy. What do we have inside here? Stop doing that to me. Straighten out. So we've got a rover seat. Ooh, iron. And hematite. Let's take those. We don't need that compound. Rover seat is not bad scrap, actually. Oh, that's the wrong way. We want to go out the other way. A full rover seat with no damage is actually a lot of scrap metal. Okay. Let's press on in the direction north. Look at that graphite up there. We're going to get rid of another one of these plants here. There we go. Kind of pushing that research around. You know, generally though, the spiny research items are fairly good. Let's go ahead and grab one of those. Because what we're going to be able to do is take all the stuff that we packaged through the portal back to our base, right? And then unload or load whatever we need, including more graphite should we need it. So there's no reason actually to try to salvage any. What the heck is this thing? You just go away. I don't like you. And you look like more scrap. So we've got 2 packagers left. And there's quite a bit of graphite up there, actually. I wouldn't mind grabbing 2 of it. Let's go up the mountain. There we go. Come on. You can do it. Yes. Very good. All right. And we continue north. Oh, there's a pretty significant cave. We could cut through this little tree area here. Oh yeah, oh look at this wolframite. Okay, so these little tree biomes are the biomes where the wolframite appears on the surface. That's good to know. Now we're going to be in a little recession here, but I think if we angle the drill up, we should just be able to cut our way up and out here. Because we don't have the other, the other rovers in the train to hold us back. Look at that. Oh, so much easier to drive around with one rover. I'm glad we took the time to enjoy it, because I think we're going to need more than 3 RTGs on the next one, and that might severely limit our ability to go single rover ops. What is that down there? That's a tungsten research item. So now that we're driving around with the rover with all these RTGs, we're not really seeing the ones that ask for power, are we? Okay, ease up. Ease up. This one's sort of half buried in the terrain, so I had to take a bit of a creative approach to get here. We never could have done this with more than one rover. And down we go! Look at that. Boom. Oh, so easy. So then all we have to do, we'll drop this resin and organic here. Just like, oh, darn it. Come on. How about like that? We plug this in here. Oh, come on. Can you not? So it plugs one way but not the other? No, it just needed to be a little closer. Okay. And there go our goodies. Spiraling down. We don't care about them, though. What we care about is this. Should clean up some of this here. This is a hot mess. This is happening. It'd be cool if it cleared out some of the terrain once it activated. But it does not appear to be the case. It's just buried up in these mountains. And this would be the North Pole, because you can see the north pivots around it, and this is where the sun remains relatively constant all day long, although we are in a sort of depression where we wouldn't notice that, so. Okay, and from here we can start to bring some of our things back, which is really cool. So let's make some packagers. Yep. I think we'll bring this back and this back. Alright, so we'll put those 2 packagers on there. I think we can afford to leave these extenders here. Right, like that. I mean, realistically, to save on trips, we don't need these organics. We could disconnect our mods. And go 1, 2, 3. Yep, and then we just have to come back with 1, 2, 3, 4 packagers. And then we're good to go. Which, oh, honestly, if I came back with the full soil canisters, that would give me the ability to make the graphite that I need. Yeah, perhaps it is better to leave more behind. 1, 2, and 3. That'll be all the graphite we'll need. Look at that. 1 trip. Now I'm being efficient. Okay, that's our North Pole, so that's our South Pole. So from here, we just need to head... So we headed north. Well, we can figure that out later. But for now, that's going to be where we wrap up episode 40. Good progress, I have to say. Good progress this episode. I'm fairly pleased with that. And why am I seeing gray over here? Oh, that's our street. Okay, that's our road out. That's perfectly fine. So we'll unpack our scrap. And unpack our research. And say that I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to come back next time as we continue to open the gateways on Calidor in an attempt to unlock whatever nifty little get-up and dance and color schematic they're going to give us on the arid desert planet. In the meantime, I'm going to get this graphite squared away. But until next time, take care.